You not tell anybody any grade.
I would rather beat you.
Beat me.
Because all this one you are just doing as if
you've been beating us. Beat me. Beat me. If that's what it will take you to wound us, beat me.
Hey, they don't know how to run the fan.
You say what?
Daddy beat me. Mommy, soon. Mommy, soon. Leave it. Mommy, leave it. I know what I'm telling you. Leave it. Leave the belt. Every belt now.
My country people, hey, another thing again, a marriage of 26 years, blessed with both boys and girls. See what this man is doing. This man has turned to be the elder brother of Peter Nwachukwu. Imagine bringing out iron belts, telling your wife that you are ready to send her to her early grave just because of little misunderstanding in front of your kids. This story tires me because really, for a marriage to have gone that far, I believe the man and the woman will understand themselves better. But now look at what this man is doing. That if the woman says anything there, that is going to break her head with the iron belt, this and that. But thank God that these kids were available. What is this world turning to? For a father to be ready to send his own wife in front of his kids to early grave. And he's not even trying to caution himself at all. And we all know what happened to Peter Nwachukwu after he sent his wife to early grave. Is this right, my people? Is this right? What will you do if your father should bring out belt or cane to be flogging your own mother in front of you? What would you do? Would you just be looking at him? Or would you stand up the way this girl stood up to defend her mother? I would like to see your comment in the comment section below. Stay tuned to watch the remainder of this video.
Hey, they don't know how to run the fan.
You say what?
Daddy beat me. Mommy, soon. Mommy, soon. Leave it. Mommy, leave it. I know what I'm telling you. Leave it. Leave the belt. Every belt now. Mommy, leave the belt. Leave the belt now. I know.
Mommy, leave the belt.
Leave the belt. Daddy, I'm your daughter. If you want to beat me, it is to beat me.
Look.
For you to get to my mom and do whatever you want to do.
See,
you can wound me. I don't have a problem with that.
Shut your mouth.
But you cannot say you send my own mother to grave
from
my own father's mouth.
Now, pause. There is limit to every woman in the world. If you say a word after I say this thing, I will make sure that this thing cut on all your body. If you try it, say anything again. Look, I didn't do this to my own parents. If you write to this knob, a minimum just try say anything. Whether you think you have that boldness,
I don't.
You will not face me. It will be a wrong thing in your life to want to face your father.
So that you are telling me I should not stand here when you say you want to send my own wife
I
to
said
grave.
she should watch her mouth or else she will receive what is wrong with her.
Rachel and Staffy, were you not here when Daddy said he will send her to grave?
I said if she did not touch her, I may send her to grave because you said it.
That word is very wrong.
What can I say?
Have people said that the Bible is against any wife.
Don't call you see me. Are you people there? Are you blind? Did you not see her?
That's where this problem started from.
Are you not seeing it? What do you need for me? I beg you. I beg come down. I won't know.
Mom, it's okay.
Mommy, so you want to be
I've said it's
fine. Stop talking.
Which character are you behaving?
Stop answering.
You want eh? Láyé ẹ tó bá dúró wájú mi tó rò pé kíni máa ṣe é léṣe dànù wàá fi àpá ẹ̀ hàn ọmọdọ́mọ ẹ.
Daddy, I've said so. If it's for you to beat me, I've said it.
Irú kí ni ilé?
For you to beat me. If it's for you to beat me,
ìyá yín ayé mi.
Welcome to Viralgistplus, Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment on this video. This is another senior brother of Mr. Peter Nwachukwu that wants to RIP his wife of 26 years. Imagine, so if all his daughters, all his kids were actually at school, is this how he would have just killed this woman like that? And put up a lie that something actually happened to her. They had little misagreements, they had little misunderstanding, and what he could do was to bring out his belt and start using the iron part of the belt to hit this woman all over her body. Until the daughters had to come up and say, "Daddy, no, beat me and kill me instead of killing my mother." And the man now started, "Did I do that to my parents?" But did your dad also do that to his own wife? Look at your wife that you've gone through thick and thin together for 26 years. Just because of little misunderstanding, you now decided sending her to early grave is the best part. You even told it to her face that I will send you to your early grave, and all your kids were there. Parents, don't forget, all these kids, all these children, when you are doing some bad things in the house, especially when you are maltreating your spouses, either the father maltreating the mother or the mother maltreating the father, always know that these kids are watching you. And when they grow up, they choose what they should follow. Either they should support you or not support you. And most of them, when they grow up, even if you spend millions on them, they will never want to spend money on you, knowing fully well that you've done bad for them. They will tell you, you won't even know that at yourself, you'll be like, so this child can remember what I did then. That was then now. It was out of anger. But you know, these kids, they stick that particular incident into their head. So now, if you've killed your wife, don't you know how you will end up? You definitely end up in jail, just like Mr. Peter Nwachukwu. Let's always control that anger. You know, that short temper at times can lead to so many things. I keep imagining if those children were not at home, if they've gone to school and they've gone out, is that how he would have actually sent that woman to her early grave as he has proclaimed? And he was ready. This man is already old. He's not young now. Let's assume it's okay. He's young guys, people that married at 30, 20, in their 40s. But this man, looking at him very well, is at his late 60s. And he still have energy to do all this to his own wife. I know it's not easy at times when ladies put up some acts, but at least at this age, I don't believe he is meant to take to this kind of step of bringing out belts on his own wife in front of his kids. This alone will make some of his children. If you see there's a particular boy there, that boy is just looking. He doesn't even know what to do. He's just looking at, so this is my father. My father can actually bring belts out to finish my mom in front of us. You see, that boy was not really moving. We were just looking at the father. Unlike the other girls that were trying to, "Daddy, you have to beat me first. You have to beat me first. You cannot come and kill my mother in front of me." Imagine, what is this world turning to? There are so many things we should have learnt already from the one that publicly happened. There are so many other issues that have come up after Peter Nwachukwu's case. Now, most people are not even ready to go into a relationship that is abusive. If they see the sign, they run out, even if their wedding is in some days' time. I think now we just have to open our eyes clearly and properly for us to know the right from wrongs. Because there are some things that even, there's something that is said that two wrongs can't make a right. Two perfect people can't come together in marriage. It can't work out that way. In a marriage, one has to be perfect and the other person imperfect. Not even perfect. There's no 100% perfect person in this world, I can say. But at least when you know someone is not doing something right, there's also something in you that you are not doing right. Both of you are brought together to complement each other, not to be fighting each other. You can't do this, you can't do that. What if the other person also start telling you can't do this, you can't do that? It will turn the house into a war zone.